Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video with me, Shruti. You're watching Living Our Ascension. So in today's video I want to do this activation because we have the Pleiadian Gateway coming up, and if you don't know what that is, I'll explain in just a second. But basically this meditation is gonna activate us at a very physical level, hopefully. At least that's the purpose of it. And the Pleiadian Gateway is this time that we have twice a year. So the constellation of the Pleiades falls in the axis of Scorpio and Taurus. You know, the Taurus, Scorpio, these two signs are opposite each other. So it falls on this axis in the sky, and when the sun goes through the galactic degrees, which is, you know, above the degree of 25, so 25, 20, 26, 27, around these degrees, when it's going through that section of the sky, that's when this galactic potential opens up, and especially related to the Pleiades and these higher codes that are related to the Pleiades. And as you know, our the Pleiadians have a history in seeding the human template. You know, they are very core and central to the formation of the human, and just seeding our DNA as well. And a lot of what we do and the desires that we have, they resonate with the Pleiadian lineage. So you can say that they are our forefathers. And but and when we go through this galactic time, this gateway, then more of our Pleiadian self, those of us who are volunteer souls and have a lineage with the Pleiades, especially for them, this can be a time when we really get activated, and the next level of our mission opens up related to our Pleiadian self. But it's not just the Pleiadian self, because all of these guides, we have so much help from the universe, and they all of the beings within the cosmos that are acting to in the ascension plan for the earth and the universe, they team up. And so it's like, it's through the white brotherhood that you can say, and the intergalactic brotherhood of these beings. So it's not only those who come from the Pleiades lineage, but others as well, and really just anyone who is open and who wants to really come into their galactic potential, as a human. And then once we know that, then we can really also anchor these different sides of us that function at different levels, in the cosmos, because we are not just this physical body. There are higher parts of us, and so we can really bring that and live it. And what happens is that during the Pleiadian Gateway and such gateways, we have activations which can often be involuntary, so for example, throughout the year, I will, whenever I'm going through stuff, maybe I'll ask for some help, and then certain ideas will come to me, and that is more like conscious. I have more intent towards that. But during gateways like this, help is more readily available, and so you will just sometimes you'll find yourself just overwhelmed, and you didn't plan it or anything, but things just start happening through you and these activations. So this is what happened with me about 3 days ago. I was just lying down, and suddenly I started feeling this surge of energy within me. It's like this tantric energy, and especially the more embodied we are in body, the more physical that the spiritual side of us becomes, when we don't only have these tingles in the head and feel things happening in our crown, but it becomes a whole body experience. And especially it becomes all about the base, about the our groin, and below that, these are the physical chakras. And so today's activation will be something related to what was happening with me, because that's the potential that is landing now. And my guides, they always help me this way, that they will activate me at a certain level, and then I'm supposed to share it. So I created this you can call it a meditation or an activation for you, and I hope that it will be helpful to download and really come into your cosmic self. You can use it now, especially during the Pleiadian Gateway. It's specific to this, but you can use it at any time as well if you're finding this video at another point. So yeah, if that resonates with you and you would like to you know, work with your galactic potential and also know what kind of a mission is opening up for you now, you know, for the next 6 months especially, what you will be, how you can serve in the best way as a galactic human on the earth, then please join me for this meditation. And before I begin this meditation, I also want to say that I have a website where I share articles, and you know, I also have personal services. I have a Facebook community and an Instagram community, so all of that you can check them out on my website, including working personally with me. And you know, you can check out the higher art section for that, the higher art services and the higher guidance services especially. So all of that you can find on my website, which is www.livingourascension.com, and find the link below this video. So now if you're ready, we'll begin with our meditation. Okay, you guys, so what I want to say is that you know, this meditation is helpful at any point, but especially if you are going through you know, this fear related to coming into your power. Like you know, a few days ago when I was going through this, there was just this, I was outside my house, I was somewhere, and there was just this fear, you know, that I felt about, because it was nighttime and I felt like, you know, somebody could attack me or something could happen, and it was just this irrational fear that I don't usually feel, you know, being in the same situation. And sometimes when we feel this, it's not because of anything we're picking up really. Sometimes it's because it's this new level of power is landing from within us. And you know, power, the frequency of power is really strong. It's actually, it's related to the black goddess, you know, the aspect of the divine feminine, which is black. And it's kind of like, that's why when we go out into something that's pitch black, you know, we can feel scared because we're not sure what's there, it's unknown. But at the same time, when we really claim it, we feel really powerful, you know. It's like we own the darkness, and the darkness can be so comforting as well, because as you know, when a baby is born, a baby is within the womb and it's completely dark. And you know, it's the same when plants are growing, when they're beneath the soil, the seeds, it's also nurtured within this blackness. So that's the point that is called the void. And you know, within that, everything is conceived. So we're going to be working with that in this meditation. And so if you are, especially if you're going through a period like that where you're scared of coming into your power somehow, and you're feeling this you know, strong energy within you, but it's mostly fear at the moment, but you feel like there's something bigger than that as well, this new power landing for you, then you know, choose that time when you are still feeling that fear, and do this meditation then. But you can also use it at any other point. So without further ado, we're going to begin. I'd like you to just sit down somewhere, and actually, instead of sitting down, find yourself a position where you can lie down, because for this you are just going to lay down. So find a space please, and just lie down now as you are listening to this. You can pause this video and get ready, but make sure that you won't be feeling too cold or hot. You know, just make everything around you comfortable. Drink some water before you start, and then find yourself a space where you can lie down. You know, if you have a mat, a yoga mat or something, you can lie down on the floor so as to keep the back straight. Or you know, if you really don't have any of those things, then you can just use your bed and lie down. And just lie down and close your eyes, and you can keep your earphones on to listen to me, or you know, the computer, whatever it might be. And now I would like you to imagine that you are giving birth to something. So like a pregnant woman, when a pregnant woman is about to deliver, she opens up her legs. So I'd like you to be in that position, you know, just raise your legs and open them up. I'm not talking about keeping them off the ground. You can keep them on the floor, but you know, open them up like a birthing position, and just do it in a way that'll be comfortable to you, that you can hold for a while. But we want it to be an open position, so that the groin, whether you are male or female, you know, the groin area should fully open up. And you might be a male, but you know, it's not just our physical organs that are outside of us, because obviously the male organ works differently than the female organ, but it relates to the chakra that's inside, you know, that's within, at an energetic level as well, at a spiritual level. So we're trying to, when we open up the legs and we open up that area, then it's kind of like a signal for that area, for the chakra also to be fully open, for us to be fully open to to whatever we want to invoke there. So lie in this position and just take a few deep breaths that imagine, you know, this breath, you are drawing it in all the way from the sky through the top of your head, and it's coming down, you know, through your face, through your neck, going down and down into the chest, and, you know, into the stomach, and down below into the groin. And keep taking these deep breaths that go all the way to your feet and into the ground. So there should be like a passageway that opens up as you are taking these deep breaths, slow, long and deep. Take a few deep breaths like that and bring the light of consciousness through your body into your groin while it's fully open and going all the way into the ground as well. Now, as you keep breathing, I want you to take this light even deeper, this breath or light, it's the same thing really. We're breathing in consciousness, and we want to take it all the way into the ground, you know, through the feet. I want you to imagine it touching the deep inside the earth. Like if you imagine the earth as a sphere, I want it to go all the way in to the middle point. And that area, really, you might see it in different ways, but it's where the Earth Star Chakra lies. And the Earth Star Chakra is our point of conception. So just like, you know, we come through the portal of the mother and the womb, and, you know, it's a dark passageway that we come through, and then we're finally born. In a similar way, at a spiritual level, you know, the soul on the planet is birthed through this Earth Star Chakra, and it's this black, you know, it's like the soul from higher consciousness comes onto the earth. So that is the point that you are taking this light to, and that is the point that's opening up. So now you are open all the way from on high, you know, from the universe, all the way to the point of the conception of that you came in, you know, into the earth. And you can see it as this black and white chakra. You might see it like that, or you don't even have to see it, you might just be feeling it. But that is where our hidden power lies, you know. It's like this this passageway, like I said, you know, it's like we are birthed from the universe and we come into being on the earth. So it's this highest point of our physical power, and so it can be really scary because it's like it's that portal of death and birth, you know. It's from where we come into conception and we leave, but that is what we want to claim today. So as long as you keep breathing and you can feel this energy moving through you, you should be feeling now your base chakra, you know, your groins especially, being stimulated. Because when we actually take in these deep sensual breaths, because, you know, light and consciousness, when it comes through us, it at a physical level, it moves through us as breath, and when it moves through the body, it's actually really it's a sexual feeling, it's a sensual feeling. So you should be feeling your whole body tingling, and especially, you know, the groin area. At any point, if you feel some stuckness in the groin or anywhere else, just breathe into it. And in fact, if you're feeling any discomfort, especially in the groin, but also in your whole body, I want you to breathe in there and focus on that area, and let's go inside of it. Zero in like a laser beam into that area. It's like you're placing your consciousness there and your focus there, even as you are breathing into your whole body. Remember to keep breathing through this whole meditation, and enter that fear or that wound, and bring in this consciousness there. Allow it to expand, allow this space to expand, and fill it up with this light and this consciousness. And if it feels uncomfortable, that's actually good, because sometimes when you enter these places, they will feel more uncomfortable, which is not a bad thing. You know, it means that you're actually penetrating something that was hidden from us, or something that is where we are contracting, and we're not allowing new power to come into that space. So we want to deeply penetrate there and keep breathing, expand this space, and keep doing that, you know, take a few deep breaths into that space. Once you start feeling this feeling that is mixed, you know, it's not only just fear and discomfort, but there's some pleasure that's starting to surface there, because you're bringing, you know, breath there, you're bringing this deep sensuality of the universe there. That's when you know you're ready for the next step. So if you're not, just keep doing that. You can even pause this video until you are ready. But once you start getting these mixed feelings and there's some sort of pleasure that's moving through you, then I want you to penetrate through this wound or this, you know, contraction, wherever it might be. Move through it, penetrate through it, and create a passageway from this space, wherever it might be, to the groin. Almost like there's a tube or a tunnel that's connecting the two. So what we're doing now is that each time we breathe, we're breathing into that space of the wound or the contraction, and we are taking that same breath, pushing it down all the way to the groin, and then pushing it further and further through our feet, pushing it further and further into the earth, pushing it further and further down to the core of the earth, which is the initial passageway that we connected to our earth star chakra. And keep doing this for a few deep breaths. Now, once you have done this a few times, it should start feeling a little bit more orgasmic. And in this meditation, of course, you know, I'm taking my own time to do it, but you might require more time. So once you do this exercise with me, you know, do whatever you want. You can pause this video and until you don't feel, you know, what I'm saying, only then you can proceed to the next step. Or you can try it again, you know, later on your own, and take your own time to do this. So keep breathing, keep bringing in breath all the way into your body, but especially through that wound area. Now I want you to check again, are there any other places in the body? Are there any other contractions? Search your body as you bring in the light of consciousness. Is there any discomfort, any fear in the body, any contractions? Enter that space again, penetrate it through the breath, and keep breathing there, bringing it down until it starts feeling a little bit orgasmic, until it starts feeling pleasurable. It will begin as pain, and when you enter the deepest point of pain, where it's the most fearful, where it's the most pained, you know, it will start to become pleasure. So enter that place that feels most vulnerable and fearful fully. As you keep breathing in, I want you to go inside and explore this unknown region, explore this blackness, this darkness. There's actually nothing to fear there. As you breathe into it, you just bring in yourself, you bring in the whole of yourself into that area, rather than just this part of you that's scared. So expand into it, you know, claim this space, just like the blackness of the universe that holds all of these stars and light. Imagine how powerful that is. You know, people speak about the light being so powerful, and because the light is the masculine principle, you know, like source, the source of all creation is light. But the feminine is equally powerful. They are equal partners, the masculine and feminine, and the feminine actually holds the space for light. It, you know, conceives and allows it to explore and to know itself. So I want you to, in this meditation, we are becoming this blackness. We are remembering ourselves as the feminine, as the black feminine, especially this whole space that just births, that conceives. So we begin, of course, within our own body by claiming all of those black parts, you know, that are unknown, that we haven't fully claimed. So breathe into those parts. Keep breathing while I keep speaking this whole exercise. Keep breathing deep, please, and expand yourself into that space that feels uncomfortable. Feel it expanding and growing and growing. And again, push it down through the feet into the ground, into the core of the earth. Give it to Mother Earth. Anything that you feel fearful of, give it to the Mother. And now I want you to imagine that as you're pushing out with the next breath that you take in, and as you take it through your body, through the wounds, through the feet, you know, into the ground, and it opens up at the other end of the tunnel into the core of the earth, I want you to almost push yourself down there and imagine yourself at the core of the earth. You are at that space, at the very core. I want you to feel like you are at the center of the earth, like you are the center. The earth, you know, you are the center of the earth, and not just of the earth, but you are the center of the universe. And really claim this space. It might feel, you might feel a lot of fear around you, you know, like are you doing something wrong, you know, do you have too much of an ego that you think that you own the earth or the universe? All of these kind of fears can come up. You can have fears of being hurt, you know, or harmed by some forces, and I want you to just keep breathing, because there is, you know, all of it is you. So anything that you're scared of is just an unclaimed part of you. There's nothing outside of you. So I want you to claim this space. The whole planet is yours. And you are like the sun, like a god that lives here. So it doesn't mean that we rule over other people, or that we use things for our benefit, you know, just for our own benefit. But it's about claiming our full potential, our full power. There should be no need for us to be scared of anything or anyone, and most especially not ourselves or the universe that loves us, the earth mother that loves us. So be at the center of the space, keep breathing, feel yourself expand. I want you to expand from your body, expand out in all directions, and become one with the earth, become a sphere like the earth. See yourself expanding, become the earth. Then see yourself expanding further out and becoming the blackness of the sky, the universe. As you keep expanding, I want you to become one with the universe. You can see it like a sphere. You might see it like a shape, you know, of the mother herself. You might see it like Shiv, the god Shiva. It can be anything, but just the main thing that we want to do is expand and become one with the universe. Just like you were breathing in and you expanded and became one with the earth, the planet herself. Now we're expanding further without any limit. Keep breathing. With each breath, keep expanding like a balloon and become one with the black goddess herself. Become one with the universe, the blackness that holds all of life in it. It holds all of these stars, the sun, the moon. It holds everything that is light. It holds you, and I want you to expand and become one with it. See yourself as the universe. Know yourself as the universe. You are right at the center and you are one with it. There is no part, no aspect of the universe, no little, you know, crevice, no point within the universe that is not you, that is not yours to claim. And I want you to, as you keep breathing, expand there, become one with it, merge with it, know yourself as it, become comfortable with it, feel its love. Feel the love that you are. You are only love. You are this blackness that holds everything within love, allows the light to be conceived, to move, to form, to explore the way that it wants. And you just hold it within love. That's all you are. This beautiful force that holds. This beautiful force that allows everything to be birthed and holds everything together through this magnetic attraction that all of these bodies have to each other. You hold it in place, and there's this divine order that lies within it. And all you do is hold space for this divine order, for all of the movement within it and all of the stillness within it. And really take some time to feel comfortable as this black space of the goddess, the universe. Once you feel comfortable, I want you to remember, while you are this universe, you are also this physical body that you are in right now. And really, you are the universe in this body. You have your legs wide open. As you keep breathing, you are now breathing as the universe itself, the universe herself. And I want you to bring in light from source itself, from the levels of the Holy Spirit. And as you breathe in through your body and out into the whole universe, you are birthing a new level of yourself, this new light comes in, I want you to physically feel with each breath how sensual it feels. You are the goddess herself. The very feeling of sensuality, of orgasm, is not lying within you, it is you. You are that force, and I want you to become that force as this breath moves through you and you are giving birth. Feel this physical birth happening through the groin, coming out through your legs and giving birth to something. And don't hold back, keep opening it up more and more, not only just physically but also inside of yourself. Feel yourself open and relaxed in that area, especially just allowing what wants to be birthed to be birthed. If there's any pressure, this level of power that you're feeling, just like childbirth, there can be some discomfort, and we often feel like we're pushing something out of a narrow passage and we wonder if it's too narrow for it to come out, but it's not. As you keep breathing in there, you keep reminding yourself that it's all right. It's just light, it's just consciousness, it's just a part of you that is birthing, this part of you that is coming directly from the Holy Spirit. I want you to give birth to it. Keep breathing deep and give birth to it. Take as long as as you need for it, and get the baby out. Make sure that the baby comes out as much as possible, and it may or may not come out all in one go. You may feel like that feeling that the baby's there, it's just about to pop, but why doesn't it? And that's fine. But we want to just hold love anyway. You are just this black space that just allows this beautiful flow to happen, just holds the space of love for it and allows this movement to happen, this sensual, beautiful movement of force, of tantra, of life itself. And in this way, allow yourself to become this mother who is birthing. It may all come out in one go, or it may not. And you can repeat this exercise again as you need in the next few days, especially during this Pleiadian portal, but at any point also. And keep repeating it, and each time that you do it, you will see that more and more of your of this cosmic self of yourself is birthed. You might see an image for it, it might be a feeling, it might just be an overwhelming sense of power, but allow it, just embrace it. Don't use the mind too much to wonder what it is. Just let it come through. This is a very physical exercise and it's coming through into your body, so it will reveal itself. Even when you are out and about through your day, you will feel a surge of energy. You will feel the need to do something with it, because there's this beautiful power and creativity that you have ignited within yourself now. And you may not have a name for it yet. It may feel overwhelming, but it'll find an outlet. So any urges that you have to do anything creative or to be active, whatever it might be, make sure that you do that, especially if it's something that you wouldn't ordinarily do and you know that it's coming from this baby that you have just birthed, this new level of self. So it might be coming in bits and pieces, it might have come all in one go. It doesn't matter, it's all perfect. So that was our beautiful meditation. I hope that you enjoyed it, and remember, it's a very physical practice. You can relax your legs and get up and everything once you have finished, slowly. And the more that you do it, in the next few days especially, the more you allow for this self that's birthing, this cosmic self, to come in a seamless way that is not going to feel difficult, or challenging. So these meditations and activities are, activations are just so that we are fully open and surrendered, and we just allow that process that wants to happen through the Holy Spirit to just happen seamlessly. So let me know how it goes, what parts of yourself are birthed, and what you are finding, and what kind of activities perhaps, because for me what happened was that when this level of energy was birthed, like for example, I couldn't sleep that night. I was up till 4:30 and just writing out things that I wanted to do, and just this sense of purpose was within me, and it's like my eyes were lighting up as well. Like my eyes felt like there was just this, like somebody put in a new battery inside of me, and everything was just energized, and I felt like I was just bursting with energy. So sometimes it can feel like that. Then you can feel moments of tiredness as well, because you know so much light has entered the body. And just allow your body whatever it needs and be open to that. Listen to your body in the next few days. Keep repeating this exercise and let me know how it goes. And that's it from now. Hopefully I'll be coming up with another video as we come into the Pleiadian Gateway about what we are landing. But this exercise is great for preparation for this coming Pleiadian Gateway, so that we can fully come into our highest potential and all that can be activated at this time. That's it from me. I'll see you again very soon.